Hi, everyone. I wanted here to very quickly tell you a bit about the final presentation. I've included a lot of text about it in the assignment, so actually just about everything you need is over in that text. If you need to refer to it, go back to the assignment page and check it out. I did want to give you a couple of uh, thoughts about this, though. So, first of all, picking a topic is going to be a bit of a challenge. And I think for some of you, finding something outside of your discipline might be a nice, refreshing thing to do, especially when you think about the potential purposes here. If you are hoping to do something persuasive or something that incites action or passion from your audience, it might be related to your research, but in areas of policy or changes that you think need to be made in a certain structural area. When it comes to the instructive option, you might think maybe within your lab of teaching us how to do something that you do on a daily basis or somewhat often. You might also, though, think about your life outside of the lab. There may be something that you're good at doing that you want to teach us how to do. And so the how to is the key part of that instructive piece. And so toss around some ideas. Think about some of the things you're interested in. This is a 12 to 15 minute presentation, and that's pretty substantial as far as length goes. So you want it to be something that you're interested in, something that you can spend some time with and you can be passionate about as you speak. So we are doing conferences to talk a little bit about your ideas. If you want to come to that conference with a few potential topics in mind, that would be great. If you have no idea and you're coming to that conference saying, I just don't even know where to begin, that's okay. I can ask you all the questions and try and get you to a place where you feel comfortable with a topic walking away from that conference. And then I'm going to do conferences with you later in the week to review what you've put together so far for that final presentation. So that's the scope of how we're going to approach this presentation. You're also going to do a peer rehearsal. So a lot of chances to work on it, to brainstorm, then to work on it, to practice, to get it right, and to really get comfortable with it. So in the assignment itself, I gave you some examples of each kind of topic, a persuasive topic, an instructive topic, or an arousing or inspiring topic. And one thing you might think is, oh, I see a little bit of overlap here between inspiring people and persuading them. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the inspirational presentations that sort of incite action or passion from your audience often are with an aim to persuade them for something. So you might think of those two as a little bit overlapping, that inspiring is one of the things you do when you persuade people. But in choosing your purpose, if your purpose is really to get your audience very excited about something, that would be more of the arousing or inspiring presentation. If your purpose is to persuade the audience of something, that would be the persuasive presentation. But there is quite a bit of overlap between the two, and that's okay. You might find that you have a presentation that does both, and that would be absolutely fine. They're not mutually exclusive. The instructive presentation is a little bit different, and I wanted to give this to you as an option because it is a very practical option. It's something that you often will have to do. And so if you choose to teach us how to do something, a procedure, something that you know how to do, maybe inside or outside of your lab, that would be great. And that works for that instructive presentation. You want to pick a topic that has a good level of complexity to it so that 12 to 15 minutes doesn't feel like too long. But it also, you don't want it to be so complex that you can't do it justice in that time. So I think finding the right scope is going to be a part of the trick here. And that's why I'm meeting with you this week, so that we can talk through it and you can find a scope that works for something of that length. But if you do find, oh, I put together a presentation and it's 20 minutes long, narrow your scope a little. Maybe teach us a bit less of how to, not maybe to how to do the whole procedure, maybe how to do part of it. Or maybe you don't persuade us of this way larger thing, but of part one of a larger picture. And so that is, I think, a little bit of the trial and error of doing a presentation like this. So hopefully that's helpful. The assignment itself has a lot of details delineated in it, so take a look at it. Do let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. And this week I'll be seeing quite a lot of you, which is great. I think as you prepare this last presentation and you really get ready to wow us. And so I hope you enjoy it. I hope you find something that you really want to spend that time on and you want to kind of share with us. And now when you walk away from this class, you'll be able to present for multiple purposes and you'll have some practice with all of them. So thanks, and let me know if you have any questions.